What is up, guys? This is SuperKamiGuru55, and welcome back to SuperKamiCast episode 3, I believe. I am here with my friends.
I'm Aaron, your co-host. If you're hearing this, thanks for sticking it out to episode 3.
And it's what up? It's Dawson. Woo 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 woo.
And yeah, that's Dawson right there. We
He'll
refer
edit.
to him as many names. Dawson is one of them.
He'll edit it in whoops later, so I don't have to mess with any more whoops.
I doubt I'll edit that in, but he can dream. All right, as we start off all of our one previous Kamicast, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, right now I'm kidding and just kind of hanging out, just enjoying myself out here in Seattle.
Anything fun, important going on?
I mean, I met a guy that works at 343 and got a free copy of Halo Wars 2, so shout out to Brad.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty much we told David just some random stuff. I doubt we'll completely re-say it here. I told him working on getting a GED, driver's license, adult things, a job.
Yeah,
Adulting.
obviously.
And then Aaron, what have you been up to, did you say?
I've just been chilling.
Oh, he was preparing for college. He's got his big boy pants on, going up to them higher levels.
Yeah.
Screw that.
I think
I mean, I'm going to college next year, but still screw that. I don't want to do that.
I'm too poor for college, and I'm not smart enough to be poor and go to college.
Well, I'm not attractive.
What did that have to do with anything?
Well, you said, you said I'm not smart enough to be poor and go to college, but Aaron was like, well, I'm not, I'm not good looking enough to not be smart.
Well, like Miley Cyrus, not anymore, obviously, but how they don't really have to have any talent. They can just be hot and get on Disney Channel.
I'm just back this up slightly. I'm pretty sure I was just called good looking.
What?
The way Jobe just explained this, you said you're not good looking enough not to be smart. Therefore, if I'm not smart, I must be good looking.
You have to be really dumb to be good looking.
No, you gotta be really hot to not have to be smart.
Yeah.
Damn, I better buy a mirror if I look that good.
What?
Said I better buy a mirror if I look that good then.
No, you didn't have to repeat yourself. I was saying what, as in that was stupid.
No. It's smart. It's smart.
Is there a reason
Okay.
to do a podcast instead of a face cam?
Wait, isn't that when something gets squirted all over your face?
All right, we're gonna move on. So, just to embarrass everybody, I believe we give you a fair enough warning to have your story ready. We made David tell us about the time he shit himself before he got to school. So, Dawson, what is your embarrassing moment?
I think it was fourth grade. I was going to school down at was it Dixie B?
I believe.
Is that the one that's down south?
Yeah, there's a Dixie B here.
Yeah, I was down at Dixie B, and I had to use the bathroom really bad, so I went down to the bathroom. I asked my teacher, I raised my hand, all that good stuff, and I have foreskin, so it's I was still really young at the time. I didn't know how to manipulate it, so I decided to start going pee, and I peed all over my leg when I was aiming straight at the toilet. I was like, what's going on? So it's all over my cargo shorts, so there's no way I'm gonna hide this, right? So I had to go down to the nurse, and I was trying to explain it to the nurse, and the nurse was like, oh, what happened? And I was like, the tip just faced my leg.
That just got so personal so quickly.
she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, the tip, well, you know, where it like flops over. And she's just like, what?
It just got so personal, man.
Like,
I'm just
asked
asking
me-
you about the time you shit yourself, and you're not telling us what your penis looks like.
it's got a vein up on the right side. What more do you want?
In case you were wondering, I'll just give you a brief recap so we don't have to tell the entire stories again. But we told
Well,
David,
no, you don't gotta tell me it because like it's already on your other podcast, you know.
you're actually gonna watch a podcast, Job?
Well, yeah, obviously, man. I'm your guys' fans.
No, Aaron says he doesn't want fans because he doesn't want people relying on him.
No, that's not what I said. I said I don't want people to know who I am, so they won't draw porn of me.
Rule 34.
Dude, he's afraid that there's gonna be some hentai fan art made of him.
You already know that I'll just like make a quick one in Snapchat and send it to the group chat.
Dude, I don't even care if it's fan art from an actual fan that I don't know. I want it. Like, I don't care if it's me naked. You don't even know what I look like. Just draw like the guy from Dragon Ball Z.
On
Dub,
Channing Tatum's
the
body, and you're
dubbed,
gonna be like,
the Team 4-star dubbed version of Super Kami Guru on just a naked body, but it has to be hand drawn. It can't just be like edited in. Don't be sending me nudes of guys.
I was gonna do you and Aaron in like a gay porno.
Just do the fucking like George Costanza laying naked with a towel from Seinfeld.
Oh my god.
No, dude, I just want to see the scene from Titanic, like where he draws her on the couch, but I want it to have Super Kami Guru's head. It's just a Namekian laying that way.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next question now.
Questions. Let's see. I try not to
Okay.
blow through them too quickly. We usually get off on our own tangents here.
I understand, but like that one kind
Just
of
trying
died.
to. We're just gonna move on past the porn.
Well, if you don't want to hear about a time that I shit myself, would you like to talk about a time that we bullshitted our way out of a situation?
Also, no actual shit, just bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if shit was part of your like scheme, that's fine.
Yeah, I think Aaron's shit story is the most bullshitting he's ever done. It has to be.
Oh no.
I believe like every story that comes out of Aaron's mouth. Like he could say he was in Vietnam, and I'd believe him.
All right, Aaron. I want to hear the most bullshitted thing you can think of that you've been in.
Alright, so this story is about a person that we all know back from school, but to avoid using names, let's just call him Mr. B. So, I'm going
It's either Brody or actually Mr. B.
no, it's a different guy.
It's
Anyway,
Cameron.
I'm on my way, and these two teachers' classes are right next to each other, and I've done times throughout school, like I'll just go to the wrong class, wrong hour, wrong room, wrong school, whatever. I'll just be sitting there, and I'll only reel around and notice that none of the people are my classmates, or the teacher will say like, "What are you doing here?" And they'll realize I've while daydreaming, just wandered to the complete opposite side of the school. So anyway, I go into the man's working for the woman's room, and I walk in, and as I approach his desk by mistake, and he asks me if I'm lost and kind of chuckles. I'm just like, nope, came here to see you. He's like, oh really? I'm like, yeah, what's up, Teach? How you been?
Dawson.
This awkward conversation with him, and I feel bad because he's like, I'm glad that a student would want to come see him just to like check in, hang out. Like,
You like accidentally walked into Mr. B's office,
No.
and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Aaron."
No, dude, I know who he's talking about now. All right, without saying his name, think of a math teacher that was close to the cafeteria.
Like, do I do the same thing in the cafeteria as his name?
No, he's
Or
he
like,
was
it's
the
like a
basketball
heater?
he was our basketball coach.
Like a heater, like Mr. Heater.
I can't even think of his name right now, so I guess.
Like, Aaron knows who I'm talking about. Like, I'm saying it right, Aaron?
he was the guy who liked basketball.
Well, yeah, but like, his last name is the same thing as a heater.
I've blanked on what his actual name is, so sure.
Yeah, so I just pretend I'm there to see, kind of sneak my way out of the room.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I had his class, and I like any day I would miss a day, I'd come in, he'd be like, "Where were you yesterday?" And I just have to save the temptation of doing the most sarcastic thing ever. I'd be like, "I was sick," and he's like, "Oh, you seem to be sick quite often. You know, you miss a few classes." I'm like,
You should be like, "I have diabetes" or something. Just
I wasn't even
be
diabetic. I was
overdramatic.
not diabetic at the time. I had his class. I just walk in there. He'd be like, "Oh, you've been sick quite a bit the last couple weeks." I'm like, "Yeah, it just must be a bug going around." And really, I just didn't want to go to school. Like, I can't think of anything like the worst one I've done. But as far as bullshitting my way out of something, it was in that guy's class. You know, after lunch, your food's settling in your stomach. Like, I had his class directly after lunch, and I had it with Chase, Braden, and I think somebody else. But we're sitting in there, and like, my food's settling in my stomach. I sat directly in the middle of the class next to Chase, and I'm like, just sitting there. It's all quiet, and we're taking notes, and all you hear is my stomach do this really loud growling noise, like it sounds like they're doing construction in there. And it's just extremely loud, and everybody just looks at me. And Chase looks over at me. He's like, "Dude, was that you?" And I was like, I just look dead serious, look him over in the face. I was like, "Don't fucking blame it on me. That was you." And everybody thought it was Chase for like the rest of the year. They thought Chase had like the world's loudest stomach, and he's just sitting there like, "What? I didn't even do anything." But it's just the bullshit that I just lied my way straight out of it, and everybody just blames Chase the entire time. Aaron, why do all our friends die?
Pretty philosophical question.
Every SuperKamiCast, they die.
Alright, so where were we? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Dawson
so
was gonna talk about his
Alright.
bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm still
apparently-
recording, so I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, so I was trying to explain, like, I was like, okay, there's a couple of them I could talk about, but like, the one I'm going to talk to you guys about is like the 10-page paper for Miss H.
Is that
You remember?
is that new teacher after I left?
Yeah, the research paper.
Oh, dude, I remember everybody hating her for it.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'll be completely honest. I did not spend like more than like 20 minutes on that project, and like I have physical proof of it.
Wait, how the fuck is that even possible?
Literally, it was practically copy and paste, and like go through and use thesaurus and change a couple of words. And then I ran it through my own plagiarism checker, and like it checked out and didn't have any plagiarism, so I turned it in.
But how did you even find all your sources in 20 minutes?
I had them from older papers. But like the older papers were literally done the same way, so like I had the same sources and just like the same information from my other papers.
So pretty much your greatest bullshit is plagiarizing, but not plagiarizing for like a 10-page paper.
No, for like an entire like trimester.
Not just that. The teacher asks him a question, and he had to Google an answer for it.
Practically, dude. That's practically the entire trimester. Or every time I took like an online class, dude. Literally, I was using Google like the entire time.
she's just like, "Hey Dawson, how are you today?" And he's like, "Oh, hold on, I gotta look at something real quick, and then I'll answer you."
Google's how does emotion work?
Google's, "How do I feel today?"
Oh, oof.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't like if I didn't have to do the work, I wouldn't. But I like giving it a good old college try.
I'm just gonna go with the idea that you were just silent for my story because I was just like, all right, dude, I can hear crickets outside my window.
Dude,
Like-
I actually was silent. I was pretty intently listening.
No, like after I was just waiting for any noise and it was just dead silent and I was like, okay, I knew it wasn't funny, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Oof.
So I was just like, shh, maybe if we just play it because Jobe died off. I don't know what the deal is. Every guest we've had so far, 'cause you're the second, they have died off mid-cast.
Yeah, dude. I think because I have verifying my email. I'll go ahead and do it right now, though. Like as we're sitting here.
Freaking, no, go for it.
So, like, my story where I said I wandered into accident, I don't know, like, what it is about me, but there have been a couple of times where I'd be, walking through the hall, literally just get lost and have to, like, go back to the center of the school to get my bearings.
I always ended up catching myself before I'd, like, go sit down. I'd walk in the door. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't have class with you. Or, like, I'd walk in there. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Maybe just be quiet and sneak out, and they'll never notice you walked in the wrong class. And then I would just, like, book it completely fast in my locker. Like, oh, God, I got the wrong books. I went to English. I'm supposed to be in math.
Yeah, I think that happened to everybody at least once during school.
I always felt retarded if I went to the wrong locker. Like, I'd be one off. But I'm like, yeah, I'm at my locker. I'm sitting here putting in the dial number. And I'm just like,
then it doesn't work.
yeah, like, I'm shaking the locker. Like, why won't you open? I'm, like, punching the locker. Like, I thought it was just broke and it wouldn't open. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, God, I'm at the wrong locker. Like, I've been beating the crap out of the girl that's next to me. Like,
it's okay because... Oh, whoops! I said his last name. He went in and freaking like went to the office and like had them open the locker. Then he realized it wasn't his locker.
oh, God, I would die.
And I was like,
Imagine you have them open a locker that you don't know isn't yours, and like a bunch of drugs fall out.
Just open it and, like, a pound of weed just hits the floor. And they're like, we're going to need you to stay right here. And they're just get on that walkie-talkie they always carry around. And you're like, no, this isn't my locker. They're like, why'd you have us open it then? Dude, I would just die of embarrassment. Like, how do you get over just like, well, this isn't my locker? Like, I accidentally had you
really
open it.
think you do.
Like you can imagine he had like a teacher or two standing there with a key and just looks at him like, this is a guy here. He probably opened it to like a pink zebra backpack, and the guy just looks at him like, can you explain? I just kind of went dead air for a moment.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading something.
We're good. I think that subject just kind of slowly died on its own.
Alright. I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but next question.
Next question.
I can remember one of ours, Aaron. Jobe, what is the greatest joke you've ever heard? Keep in mind.
Racist one. Okay, next question.
I was gonna say, keep in mind if it's racist, we have no way to help you out of this. It's all on you.
Yeah. No, we're not sharing any jokes of mine today. So next question.
Alright, Dawson, if you could pick any show that you really like that's over now that you could get a new season, what would you season for?
Well, technically this already happened, so I guess I'm content.
No. A show that ended like completely over to
But
want a
like
new season.
Rick and Morty was like completely over. Like they weren't gonna make another episode, and then like they came back with season 3. So like
See,
I'm
they made
pretty
a season
freaking
3.
content.
So what's something that didn't have that season 3 you were missing?
Oh. Well, actually, all the shows I watch have a season 3. Freaking iCarly, bro. To be completely honest with you.
He just wants to stare at Jeanette McCurdy.
Okay, no, I was actually into Miranda Cosgrove. Thank you.
What?
I was always more into Spencer.
Dude, actually, I had dinner last night. Actually, not that far away from the building that they recorded in.
I honestly was waiting for him to say I was more into Freddy, but he just comes in. No, I was into Spencer.
I thought about saying that, but like, hey,
He's like-
Spencer voices the dog on Tough Puppy. Ooh, I'd give Tough Puppy another season.
Have you ever seen that insane fan theory thing from like Drake and Josh where Spencer was Crazy Steve or whatever, and it's like
Yes.
Crazy Steve really stole Megan and
Yeah.
started calling her Carly.
I've seen it. Yeah. Did you guys even hear me when I said like I had dinner like not that far away from the apartment building?
We did. Did you
Oh,
go
but
visit it?
nobody's just. No, I didn't because I was out on a quote unquote date.
Wait, can you actually visit it?
Ah,
Wait, more
I mean,
importantly,
it's a living place. Like, why would I want to go visit a living place?
no, I didn't know if they had it like because they filmed in it. They were just like, this room was iCarly right here.
Bro, like iCarly wasn't like as big as like Back to the Future or Star Wars. Like iCarly was like the size of like, I don't know, like a B-list movie of Top Gun.
I
or
would
something.
no, I understand what you're coming from there, but like, they don't at least have that room.
I'm pretty sure they rent it out. Like to be completely honest with you.
Wouldn't it just be like a set?
No, dude. Apparently, it's an actual apartment building. They just recorded it.
Well, I mean, they may have used a set, but the actual building, like my date pointed it out. That's the building that they used for the picture. I don't know if that actually
you know
shot
he's
in there or
lying. He
not.
was on that date, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's where iCarly was."
Dude, you just like sounded so gay, but like the voice like cut you out for a second, so it sounded like you dragged on with like, "Oh my god."
But no, I said, "Oh my god," like 16 times.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I mean, like, you say iCarly never made it big, but like, I don't remember Star Wars ever doing a crossover with Victoria.
It's like, I remember watching that show and I had a reason to beat off 3 times every episode.
I mean, do you not remember?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Or wait, no, it was a different one.
Dude, do you remember Spaghetti Tacos?
I remember the Fan of Hammers.
Yes! Well, the windmill and they started smacking each other. Whack. Or Freddy, they smacked Freddy. It wasn't each other, it was Freddy.
So what was the first thing you guys were you talking about a different sculpture the first time? You kind of cut out for me.
Who, me? Spaghetti Tacos? Or I dated the bad boy.
I didn't hear any of that, but I do remember spaghetti tacos, dude. I would try that.
Clayton, are you trying to tell me you're not up to date on your iCarly?
No, I'm up to date on it. You cut out and I didn't hear you. No, dude, I know about
Spaghetti
BottleBot.
tacos are the bomb.
I know about BottleBot and all that.
Dude, spaghetti tacos are the bomb. My mom made them for us.
I would love to try a spaghetti taco. That sounds pretty great, honestly.
I mean, you can come eat my spaghetti taco.
I don't know about that.
What's the spaghetti in this situation?
Obviously spaghetti, but
I see that. That is the worst eating place I have ever visited. I'm gonna get on Yelp and give it 1 star.
my ass gets a 1-star rating on Yelp.
Just get on Yelp.
You guys hear
Oh,
me?
what sounds good to eat in Seattle? Dawson's ass.
I'm gonna try that. Like, go on Yelp and submit it. Like, make an account. Just put.
You don't know that Yelp review is gonna have frequently visited by pedophiles.
Well, technically they wouldn't be pedophiles anymore.
All right, that's true. Frequently visited by extremely old men that love to rob the cradle.
Oh, gay cradle.
Frequent iCarly fans.
God. Just like make an entire restaurant like of the food that Spencer made for Carly.
Nah, dude, you have to have that black guy that worked at the smoothie shop then puts the tacos on the stick.
What was that guy's
Was it like Tito or something?
name?
Oh, dude, yeah, with the like the pickles on a stick or donuts on a stick or
Dude,
pickles on a stick.
Dude, when he does like donuts on a stick and he puts them in through the side instead of through the hole. Because they have the whole episode like, why didn't you put him through the hole? And he's like, nah, dude, you gotta put him through the side.
He was so stupid. It was like, what? He's like, you don't want to get frosting on your hand.
Well, there was the episode where Gibby opened a restaurant in the basement of their school, where Sam had that sweatshop where she was making all those little kids make T-shirts.
I do remember that.
Dude, what else do you think happened in that basement? Like, Freddie and Carly going at it on the episode where she feels really bad for him getting hit by the truck or whatever.
All right, dude, we're thinking on opposite sides because you're still into Miranda there. I'm still thinking like Freddie with Jeanette McCurdy.
Nah, dude, no. You gotta think back to like the actual good stuff, like
Oh,
Miranda Cosgrove and
so
Like, back
crazy,
before,
so
like-
crazy Steve with Megan then.
No, we're not going back to Drake and Josh and the boobs. No.
No, I meant in the basement.
Oh.
That's where Crazy Steve took Megan first.
Oh. God, dude, like I might need to like rethink my life right now.
Insane,
That's pretty awful.
insane fan theories for the win.
Podcast, and go take a cold shower.
Yeah, I might. I literally might go take a cold shower right now.
Just
Like,
mid
I
podcast,
feel-
you're gonna hear a shower turn on and Dawson crying in the background.
I literally feel like dirty for even thinking about that.
Like he's fucking crying. Carly theme song. He's like, I know, you see, just how the world has changed for me.
It feels so wonderful. I wouldn't be totally against like going and taking a cold shower right now. But like, aren't we like in the middle of a podcast? But like, that's so
Yeah.
weird,
Usually we have
man.
all our guests on the podcast leave halfway through to take a cold shower and cry.
I'm not totally against taking a shower right
Oh,
now,
dude,
but,
what happened?
you know. I mean,
Oh, dude, why are you speaking over a loudspeaker right now? Like, your voice just went so static.
You're screaming like crazy Steve.
no, dude, that was my shower. I wasn't kidding.
You immediately went from talking normal to sounding like one of those cartoons where they have the loudspeaker and all you hear is. Oh, the train will be leaving at 3.
Yeah, like I'll try it again. See if I can make it sound better this time. Okay.
No, don't.
Yeah, don't try it.
Like it feels so wonderful.
You honestly reminded me when your mic went awful like that. You reminded me like Madagascar when they're on the train and all you hear is the guy go. What? We're going to Grand Central Station? No, just me. You guys don't know that.
Sorry, I'm not caught up on my Madagascar lore.
Nah, dude, it's the very first Madagascar.
Oh, I must be really behind then. It's like when people ask me if like I've watched Game of Thrones, I'm like, yeah, and they're like, oh, what episode are you on? I'm like, season 1, episode 1.
David and Aaron were talking about Sly Cooper, and like they're all into it, and I literally just Wikipedia Sly Cooper, and I was like, hey, did you guys know that at the end of the 4th game, if you get all the trophies, there's a secret ending to where they're in Egypt? And they're like, dude, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dude, I just Wikipedia'd it.
Okay, so let's go on to another question because I think we're off of the iCarly topic now.
Dude, that's the whole point on podcast. We don't ever follow questions. We started a question, and wherever we end up is where we end up.
Well,
Like,
yeah, no, but I want another question now.
Like we started at shitting ourselves yesterday, and we ended it like with bad cartoons.
Yeah, like there's plenty of bad cartoons, most hentai, but
All right,
Hey, man.
I'm gonna
no.
question.
no, that's another question.
I'm gonna question on that on bad cartoons because we questioned this with David. Without Aaron saying anything, don't say anything yet. Have you seen this list of 3 shows? And if so, what do you think? It's Planet Sheen, Jack and the Power of Juju, and Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Okay, Fanboy and Chum Chum is way better than the rest of the ones you said. Okay, but it's nowhere good either. So they're all pretty bad.
Aaron, that is Aaron's top 3 list of things that make him want to die, like cut his eyes out and never watch cartoons again. Like that was his top 3. That we're talking about bad cartoons.
Yeah, I know that we're talking about bad cartoons. I'm just like, literally, no, good cartoons. Like, good cartoons are like few and far between these days. Like, I'm lucky that Rick and Morty came and saved my life.
I love Rick and Morty. It is quite great.
Have you like watched the video called what Redbone would sound like if it was Swifty?
Never in my life have I seen that.
Dude, you've got to listen to it. It's Swifty.
But I think the greatest part of Rick and Morty is when it's one of those episodes where it's like a TV commercial. So you just have the guy who does the voices just talking to himself in studio.
Yeah.
Or just
Pretty
like,
much.
I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson.
I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson, and like we have a huge sale for all of our stuff. Come in. I can't feel anything. He's like, I have so many ants all over me. Like I could touch hot things and I can't feel it.
My favorite part of that entire commercial is when he's just like, we have microwaves 50% off, and it's like 90% off of a washing machine.
No. It's like free. Answer My Eyes Johnson.
But just the point that he's like, oh, we have this microwave 50% off, and you have a guy stealing a washing machine in the background.
Like, how are you... Okay, so like I'm gonna literally look it up right now. Oh, here it is. I have it right here. I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson here at Answer My Eyes Johnson's Electronics. I mean, there's my eyes. Like, we have so many TVs, microwaves, radios. I'm not 100% sure what we have here in stock because I can't see anything. Our prices, I hope, aren't too low. Everything's black. I can't see a thing. And also, I can't feel anything either. Did I mention? But that's not as catchy as having ants in your eyes.
I'm also going to just throw out the comment. This entire thing is credited to the guys who created Rick and Morty. I do not want a copyright strike.
No. Oh my god. The rest, like, what? There was other commercials that were good. Or, oh my god, what were the other ones? Oh, the doors. Fake doors.
Real fake doors.
Real
I love how he just goes all the way home, and they're like, what is it? No, let's just see what's gonna happen. And he gets home and he opens the door and he's like, I'm just kidding, we're still here. And they're just like, whoa.
Like, okay, I think it's right here. Oh yes, here it is. Oh, I have the whole script here for the episode.
To be fair to Fanboy and Chum Chum, I've never actually seen it. I don't know what it is about them, but just like looking at Fanboy and Chum Chum just like really upsets me. Like I just get fucking like I don't like the art style or something. It just grosses me out. And do you guys remember Cow and Chicken?
I do
Yes.
remember Cow and Chicken and never seeing the parent's face.
Is that the show where it has like that creepy like devil with like the fat ass?
Yeah, that is
Yes.
Cow and Chicken.
Oh, that freaked me the fuck out.
Don't I
I'll
feel like he
watch Cow and
crosses
Chicken.
over into that like I Am Weasel cartoon. Is he in that? I feel like he's in the I Am Weasel I Are Baboon cartoon.
Oh, how far into the episode was it?
How far into the episode was? Are you still talking about Rick and Morty?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Do you Chowder on Cartoon Network?
It's in theaters now, coming this summer. Two brothers in a van, and then and they ran as fast as they could from giant cat monsters. And then a giant tornado came, and that's when things got knocked into 12th gear. A Mexican armada shows up with weapons made from tomatoes, and you better bet your bottom dollar that these two brothers know how to handle business. Alien invasion, tornado, monster, Mexican armada brothers. Or just regular brothers running in a van from an asteroid and all sorts of things. The movie. Hold on, there's more. Old women are coming and they're also in the movie and they're gonna come and cross attack these two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers. But they're having a strong bond.
Before we become the episode of Rick and Morty itself, just by quoting the entire thing, Aaron, were you just talking about Chowder?
Okay, Chowder's pretty good, but like you should let me finish this. So, like,
no, dude, we're not. Go watch Rick and Morty if you want to see that.
No, we gotta get fake doors in, and then we can be done with this one.
You get part of Real Fake Doors. I'm not listening to the entire script over it again.
Okay.
But while you
Absorb.
Have you found Real Fake Doors?
I'm still scrolling.
All right. Well, until you find it, Aaron, were you talking about Chowder?
Do you guys remember the episode where Chowder got lost in the maze?
Yes.
So he to the center or whatever, but instead of there being a minotaur, there was like this Birdman, and the Birdman laid an egg into this little like pig or elephant thing. And you know that thing that Courage the Cowardly Dog would do, where when it wanted to make something creepy, it would do it in a different art style?
Yeah.
Well, Chowder was like all hand-drawn 2D animation, but the thing that hatched out of the egg was like freaky-ass all 3D CGI, and it started dancing and singing this creepy fucking song.
The greatest thing I can remember about Chowder is trying to figure out how his hat and shirt stayed, or like they were moving, and the thing was scrolling past them, like their texture.
Oh yeah, I saw a video about that once. I think it was like their hat and their clothes didn't actually have a texture. They'd like
they just literally put the background. Yeah,
and they'd move them around the background.
Yeah, I remember
Their
that.
Clothes were just an owl.
Yeah, Chowder was awesome though. Okay. Hey, are you tired of real doors cluttering up your house where you open them and you go in another room? Get on down to Real Fake Doors. That's us. Fill up a whole room with them. See? Watch. Check this out. Won't open. Not this one. None of them open. FakeDoors.com is our website, so check it out for really great deals on fake doors. Hey, wait a minute, Rick. I thought this was a commercial. What's going on? I mean, relax, Morty. Don't worry about it. Let's just see where this goes. Step on it. I got places to be. Son of a bitch. See, that must be where he lives. Oh, okay. Making himself a sandwich now. Hey everybody, so this is my house. I just made a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, still here, still selling fake doors. What? Oh my god, it's still a commercial. We have fake doors like you wouldn't believe. What are you worried about? Get on down to Fake Doors, call us up and order some fake doors today. Don't even hesitate, don't even worry, and don't even... Alright, I'm bored, change it. Wait, Rick, hold on. Even give it a second thought. That's our slogan. See it at the bottom of the screen below our name. Here's another slogan right below that one. What are you worried about? Come get fake doors. Get in here quick. Get out quicker. With an arm of fake doors in your arms. Okay, you can change it. I guess my favorite. I love Rick's 2 minutes.
Well, guys, you're welcome for Dawson impersonates every Rick and Morty episode.
I don't know if you're gonna get the Oscar for that one. But...
No, I gotta get more practice. Besides, I've been drinking water today, so my voice is really already strained.
Side note, if you're gonna be recording
Dude, this
your
picture
voice,
is really creepy.
don't drink dairy first.
Did you know I'm lactose intolerant?
No.
Yeah, we found that out, like, after I moved here. Like, everybody's like, yeah, you're probably lactose intolerant.
I mean, is it that bad of a problem without it?
Not really. It just makes me, like, burp a whole lot.
Burp,
So-
dude. A lot of people lactose intolerant like crap themselves every 5 seconds after they eat ice cream. Like,
He knows from experience. Like,
I'm not lactose intolerant. No, dude, my brother's lactose intolerant. Like,
oh,
he'd be like, "Yeah, I just ate some ice cream." I'm like, "Dude, I'm leaving. I'm going home. Like, I'm not sticking around for that. There's not enough Febreze at Walmart to cover your ass."
wow. Alrighty. So I think it's about time to get on in with another question. Woo woo.
He says, "Woot woot."
If you guys could have a superpower, what superpower would you have?
Jobe, we're gonna let you start out.
The ability to quote every episode from Rick and Morty.
Why?
Because you never know when you're gonna need real fake doors.
Aaron, what superpower would you have?
Or ball fondlers.
Well, first of all, I'd want to power to not have to hear about fake doors or ball fondlers. But I'd probably just like eat some of Danny Phantom's hair so I could get his ghost DNA.
What? This isn't Game of Thrones.
Well, I mean, I need his DNA, and I'm not gonna eat his saliva or his semen, so I'm gonna eat his hair or his skin or something.
I don't think that eating somebody's DNA is how you get powers.
Well, I don't think you can
He
turn
just like
into a fucking ghost either, but it's a TV show, Clayton.
he's just gonna
You gotta-
rip
you
Superman
gotta Aaron-
open and
Aaron-
just slip
no.
out his insides.
Aaron wants to be Superman, so he just follows him to the gym and just like licks up his sweat after he's done. Like,
Oh,
oh, now I'm Superman.
Dracula don't suck. Dracula scrape and lick.
all right, Clayton. Before we go down that rabbit hole, what superpower would you have?
I don't even know, man. I have a superpower. I was thinking like you guys were gonna come out with me with like a power to fly or to read minds or something. Nah, you just want to quote Rick and Morty and become Danny Phantom.
I mean, shape-shifting would be pretty good, too.
I would be afraid to shapeshift. Like, what if you get stuck as whatever you shift into? Or like if you're asleep and you just keep shapeshifting.
Your poor bed / girlfriend.
Like, no, you're just like laying in bed, and all of a sudden you shapeshift into something that's like on fire. Next thing you just wake up, and your house is like on fire.
Then shape shift into water.
No, dude, you just the fact this has to shapeshifting if you could not control it in the worst times. Like like if it's emotionally based, what if you get scared and just shapeshift into like a fucking chicken or something?
Or a nuke.
You get angry, you just shapeshift into like a Tommy gun.
Like you poop yourself and you like literally turn into a diaper.
Wait, I'm questioning. I just had the greatest question off that. If you shapeshift into a Tommy gun, what are the bullets? Are you just like are you shooting out parts of yourself and you're just gonna come back and have holes?
Shape shifting semen.
Your teeth.
You just shapeshift into a Tommy gun, shapeshift back, and have no teeth left because you shot them all out.
No, you shape shift and you use shape shifting semen.
Use your superpower goo.
They're projectile poops. Like your butthole literally is a
We're moving on.
barrel.
Moving on.
Clayton, you didn't say what your power was.
The superpower to actually be funny. This would probably be helpful. As far as like an actual superpower, I don't know. Like I've thought of shapeshifting, but at the same time, the questions that just came up. I'm always that guy. Everybody's like, "What superpower would you have?" I'm like, "All right, how about you name off a superpower, and I'm gonna tell you about why I wouldn't want that power."
Okay, what if you could stretch like Mr. Fantastic?
Are you asking me what the problem would be with that?
Yeah.
Well, what if you can't like unstretch? You're gonna reach across the room to get like a can of Coke, and your arm's just gonna be stuck that long. You're like a stretched out piece of taffy.
What if you had
If I had what?
if you had spider sense like Spider-Man?
Don't. All right, man. I'm gonna feel like everybody's gonna be screaming at me in the comments if I keep knocking all these superpowers. People are gonna be like, "No, that guy's just an asshole because he hates superpowers."
Yeah. His ghost seeming like a real hero.
yeah. Why hate on superpowers when you can just ingest Danny Phantom's future children? I think I'd have the same powers as Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Do they have powers?
No, dude, that's the joke. Did Dawson die again? Alright. Sorry guys. Dawson died like David did on episode 1 or 2 or whatever. But we fixed it. He's back. So Dawson, would you like to tell us about the video game that we ourselves will be starring in?
Like it recently crossed my mind, like I'm out here in like Washington, like up in the Seattle area, like we have Valve up here, we have 343, Activision, like there's just a whole bunch of game guys up here, like there's like a shit ton. And I thought to myself, I was like, okay, why don't I make a demo game? Like maybe I could take it into a company and get a job or something, you know? Maybe get into college or something. I don't know. So I started like thinking of a video game, and like a thought crossed my mind, like, hey, why don't I just make an adventure game with like all the friends from high school and like the group of people that we hung out with, and like just like add in stories from high school, but like actually have them have like a deeper meaning, so like the player would actually feel like they actually gained something from the game. But like it's come to kind of like a screeching halt because I want to hire but it doesn't really matter. But for instance, like I have like the first like two 2 worlds completed. So like, what starts off is like me and Brody. Like the game's called The Adventures of Dawson and Brody: The Quest for Cam, just because like it was like the very first thought that came to mind, because like I started writing a story about like 2 years ago, like when Cameron was like considering coming over to West Vigo, and me and Brody were talking about it, and I was like, oh, that'd make like be a pretty cool book. And then like I moved here, and I was like, wait, why don't I just turn it into a video game instead of writing about it? Like,
I would like to question. What
so
do you...
right now, what I had.
No, go for it. I'll ask you after.
Okay. So like you spawn, like we spawn in, and like there's like other paths you can take, but like they're blocked off because it's supposed to just be like a demo. Like I'm just gonna like release a demo of it with like all the characters, like the 7 or 8 of us, I think there was in high school. Like there's the demo 8 characters, and like you can collect go back through the game again, with all 8 characters, so that you can destroy the bad guys easier and stuff. The main bad guy actually will kind of surprise you in the game. I haven't scripted him yet, but I already know who he is, like personally, and I haven't told anybody yet. So like, you're out for kind of a little bit of a surprise. But there's side quests and side bosses. So go ahead. What?
I was hoping we were getting a SuperKamiCast first call on who the enemy was here.
Oh no, dude! I'm not gonna spoil it. Like, it's gonna be exciting.
Damn.
But so David's the first one, really easy to find because you spawn in with me and Brody automatically off the bat. In every world where you collect a character, or in every room where you collect a character, there's a special Easter egg for that character if you can find it. And David's, if you click on a certain object in the room, it screams bullshit. Like, I'm gonna try to get David recording, like a recording of him saying bullshit, but no promises on getting that.
Me and Aaron actually were joking about your game. We were talking about collectibles, and we were just coming up with stupid stuff. And Brody's, we were joking around. I was like, yeah, he should have like old tape recordings of himself making that slurping noise. So and Aaron's over there, he says he's dying of laughter because he's thinking of like BioShock when you find the tape recordings. He says I can just imagine finding this very old recording technology, clicking on it, and you just hear Brody go. And like it's just secret ending. You collect. Go for it.
And his description, like his entire description is, if you hear a fart, blame Brody, and then like at the very end of it, it says.
No, we were joking around. We're like, we should.
Just thinking about games like Assassin, you gotta collect all the feathers, or Call of Duty where you gotta tops.
Yeah. No, I'm still working on it, and like I still have so much to learn from the program that I have to make the game, but like I have like side quests and side bosses. So like when you go get Aaron, you have to defeat a version of Hitler, and you have to make him eat pork.
All right, I do have a request. My special move, just if there's like special moves, my special move has to be me opening that can of whoop ass chili mix.
All right.
I'd like special move, opening a can of whoop ass.
Like, how about I make like that? You're like when you do your super move, like I won't be able to make it your super move, but every time you do your super move, it'll say, Clayton opens a can of whoop ass, and then like it just hurts the character that you're attacking.
If you do that, I just want in quotation sound of can opening.
No, I won't put quotations of it. I'll put in the sound of a can actually opening.
Oh, please do. I would love it.
Yeah, like when I come out to visit in September, I've like on, and I can actually use a recorder, and we can all read the script in the same room, and just like have every noise done. Like when like if pots and pans are supposed to clang, like I want to go into my dad's kitchen and just like throw everything across the room so it's that's what it would be in the game. Like I want this to be an authentic demo when I turn it into any game company, you know. And like everybody that's in the game is going to get a copy of the game for free, but if not, it's going to be selling on Steam by the end or by the summer of next year. So,
well, I can guarantee you, any people who actually watch this, you know, my 5 views I always get, they will see the game release on this channel.
Sweet. Yeah, the game's link will be released from Steam. It'll be released to everybody on my Facebook and all that good stuff. So just watch out for it. But but I wanted to tell you more about Aaron's side quest. Like literally, like you cannot get Aaron to follow you without him eating pork.
To be like literally Hitler.
I said a version of Hitler, like it might be Abradolf Linkler, like it might be Abradolf Linkler. Shout out to Rick and Morty.
Just be an evil guy.
No, it's gonna be Hitler or Nazi, either one. I don't care.
I mean,
It's gonna be Auschwitz. Like you've already seen the map level where you are, right? Like,
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a dictator as the bad guy or anything, but you know, I did grow up in a town that has a famous Holocaust museum.
Terre Haute? Are you seriously talking about Terre Haute in that stupid museum they have?
You mean the one that the people actually spray painted like swastikas on the side?
Like, is that the town you're talking about, Aaron?
I mean,
Oh my god. No, you're just sad because it's your family.
what?
What? You Jewish?
No.
Yeah.
Well, now we know. We outed David to hate gay people, and Dawson hates Jews. So
No, I don't hate them. I just think Aaron is one. Because A, I've never seen him eat pork, and B, I'm pretty sure I saw Hanukkah somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it was from Aaron.
Man, I celebrate Kwanzaa before I celebrate Hanukkah.
Bruh, you're still wearing the little cap on the back of your head, so it's not like it matters.
I couldn't pull off a hat.
It's not a hat, it's like a little, like, it's like a bowl, but upside down on your head.
a yarmulke.
Anyway, but no, so, like, how else I should change David? Because, like, right now I have him working as, like, a hotel worker, and, like, you're supposed to, like, oh, spoilers, you have to cancel the first time you talk to him for him to follow you. But, like, it's actually hidden. Like, he'll tell you no to everything else but cancel, so make sure you just go ahead and hit enter on cancel.
Nice.
Yep.
Heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. I walk through the game, just listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you just listen to SuperKamiCast. He lets you know everything you need to know about games that you'll probably never know about.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it'll be $1 on Steam, and, like, they're like, oh, I might pick it up just to try it.
You never
Or, like,
know.
Watch it, like, take off, and, like, I get to use, like, an actual, like, for, say, Unreal Engine, so, like, I get to make it, like, a 3D world and stuff. But by that point, I just have programmers work on the game, and I just, like, write it, or, like, just be, like, the head of it, I guess. I don't know. Head of development, but, like, never do a thing.
So pretty much you want to be a game developer just without all the skills of a game developer.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to point my finger and say, do that.
That sounds like me, man. Like, I want to be a YouTuber, but I don't want to put in the work to be a YouTuber.
Yeah. Like, here I am strong with, like, actually, like, 50 videos recorded of me and Brody playing games and stuff. And, like, I have 2 posted. Like, I'm too freaking lazy to even go and edit them and post them.
See, my problem's not that. My problem is I record them, and then I just slap them up a raw footage because I don't want to edit them.
Yeah.
Like, if I could hire an editor, I would be a decent YouTuber, but I just don't want to edit.
Yeah. Like, PewDiePie does it himself, I think, still, but there's no way, actually. He probably has, like, a team of, like, 5 people to edit his videos, because he, like, records 5 a day, and then he's just like, okay, edit those. I don't want to do it. Edit them. And then, like, they hand it back to him, and it's like, all right, post. Like, literally, that'd be me. I'd be like, I put in, like, the 3 hours of recording a day, and then, like, just hand it to other people to post.
Yeah, that's like my life. I told David I'd rather be a streamer just for the fact you don't have to edit your streams.
Yeah, like, you have to watch your language most of the time, because just in case, like, some little kids watch it. And
Well,
they
that's
decide
on
to
like
report you
Twitch.
for-
You'd get kicked off Twitch, but I YouTube streamed a couple times.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Yeah,
as hard.
I have a stream box / recorder for my Xbox that does voice and all that good stuff, and I'm just too lazy to set it up through the computer and whatnot.
My problem is just my computer's like shit. I have no good graphics at all. I need a graphics card more than anything.
Okay, good.
So, before we wrap up this episode, Dawson, do you want to plug your YouTube stuff?
Yeah, anything you want to shout out, any accounts on anything you want people to hear about that, the 15 subscribers I have.
You know what? Honestly, just add me on Snapchat, like Dawson Jobe, like all lowercase, no space. Like, because honestly, like, I don't check YouTube. I don't post YouTube stuff much anymore. And if I do, like, I'll share it with my Snapchat people. So, that's about all I got because I'm too freaking lazy.
All right, there you go. He wants Snapchat, and then as per every episode, you guys know Aaron doesn't have anything because he doesn't want people to know who he is. And you guys obviously have made it to Super Comic Guru 55 if you're watching SuperKamiCast. So,
all right. Check me out on Kraft Der Whal at youtube.com.
all right, Kraft Der Whal, Dawson Jobe on Snapchat.
Yeah, sweetness.
Yeah, you guys know it. I guess we'll end it here. So,
Adios, mofos.
yeah, if
Stay
you
gold.
stay golden pony boys from Aaron there. If you guys liked it, hit that like button. You want to see more, subscribe. We should be back next week with another episode. But until then, we'll see you.